To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris, and you're listening to a podcast that believes in dreams, that places trust in the magic of imagination, that is always the first star to the right, and where the light in the window is always on. Join as we discuss the views from Walt's apartment.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Walt's Apartment Live. We are back. We are here to have some fun. You know, I'm looking in the comments over here, and great comment by Keith. I only watched for the opening music, which is funny because if you're thinking about the opening music is done by a group called Swinging with the Mouse that we play, and they're amazing. And we're so honored and happy to have Pablo back from Swinging with the Mouse. We're going to get to him in a second, but let's go around the room here and say hi to everyone. Let me start off by saying, sorry I wasn't here last week. Y'all crushed it, did a great job. Everyone needs a mental health day. Let's just say that. About a half hour before the show, I said, screw this, I'm not doing this tonight. And it was nice. I got to watch still, so it was fun, but it was a good time. It was nice to just be away from everything for a little bit, but you guys did a great job. Why y'all shaking your head? It was great.
When Daddy's away, the kids will play.
We had fun facts from Joshua. Joshua, how you doing, buddy?
Fun facts.
Do you still like fun facts?
I love fun facts all the time.
I had to rein Josh in because I wasn't here. I told him, only do 5, and he kept going. I actually had to message it. Josh, 5 fun facts only.
You weren't here. I did like 12.
I know. Going. I was watching.
Nice.
Oh, what is that voice we hear?
Who's
that voice we hear over there? Is that the Blurred Hulk? Is he back? Is the Blurred Hulk back?
What's up? What's up,
baby? How are you? Welcome back, my friend. Good to see you.
I'm glad to be back. I think you guys let everyone know I was just taking a short little hiatus in support. I have some actors in my family, and I figured I would help, and I figured I helped enough. So
there you go.
I'm coming back.
You just want to talk about our cool topics. We understand. That's all good.
Well, then there's that too. To debate Sean on the public thing.
We got some fun stuff planned tonight. We have the one, the only.
Oh, I thought it was because you missed us.
That too. It was really because Sam.
Was it because you missed us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of that, there she is. The podcast princess is here. Sam, how are you?
I'm good. I've got a little bit of a delay tonight for some reason.
We'll just wait. We'll stare at you for a second.
Indiana. Okay. Sounds great. I'm used to that with, being a kindergarten teacher. They just stare at me until I say something. Back at school. Life is grand.
Yeah. Okay.
5 days in.
Keep telling yourself that. All right. And we have Lou freaking Lou is here. What's up, buddy? How are you?
I'm doing great. It's Wednesday. I'm stoked to be here.
You stoked to be here. Your thing says something's brewing. Is that got to be for Undisputed coming up this week?
It does.
Okay, perfect. We're excited. Undisputed records next Monday night, and then we have Mr. Disney Universe podcast himself, Joey. Joey, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
How was Disneyland?
Brewing. I'm brewing.
Oh, there you go. How was Disneyland?
It was a blast. And
did you make
the hurricane and
okay, good
earthquake.
And the earthquake.
And the earthquake.
Yeah.
But no, it was a blast as always. I mean, it's Disneyland. Come on.
You guys, it looks like you guys had a great time. What a great birthday weekend. So much fun.
Ever.
Yeah, it's awesome. So everyone,
glad you're still alive, bestie.
Yeah, I'm glad you made it through the hurricane and the earthquake. You guys didn't feel the earthquake, did you?
No, we're driving, but it was raining at the park, and it just
she lives pretty close to where the earthquake was. So I was,
I mean, they still did the chalk walk that morning. So congratulations to everybody that participated in the chalk walk and all the money raised for the Children's Hospital of Orange County.
Absolutely.
Nice. Right on.
We have this man here in the middle. Look at this sexy man right here in the middle looking at us. The one, the only. He's looking around. There he is. Pablo Rossil.
Yeah, what's up? How's it going, y'all?
Good.
Pablo, very happy to be back.
So when you guys listen, like I said, you listen to our shows. If you watch the live, you hear our music, and it's Swinging with the Mouse playing the Mickey Mouse March. I'm going to leave it in tonight. I usually take it off of the audio podcast. I'm going to leave it in tonight so people can listen. We're going to play some more. Tell us about Swinging with the Mouse. Tell us what you got coming up. But good to see you, man. Are you gonna see me in a couple of weeks? Do you kind of make it down?
We're gonna go grab some churros at Disney. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
I just got my magic key again, so we're good. So Swinging with the Mouse is a Disney jazz collective. It's an independent music, jazz project that takes Disney music and reimagines it as jazz, hits. Much like the Mickey Mouse March we just heard. I have other, we put out an album in 2020, and we are doing a couple live shows in Southern California on September 29th and September 30th, featuring some really cool vocalists. I usually have friends do it, and ever since I started doing this, I've become friends with really cool people that have Disney credits, people that have been in the movies as voices or characters in TV shows and stuff. So we have some awesome people lined up to do those shows in Downey, California on the 29th and Thousand Oaks on the 30th.
Perfect. Yeah, and you even sing a little bit too, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I host the whole thing. We get silly. I'm a part of the group there.
You definitely do sing, and we're gonna
not heard Poor Unfortunate Souls.
We're gonna, but have you not heard? Let's just start off right now. Here's a little Bare Necessities right now. You guys hear that?
Yeah.
Come on, Pablo. Oh!
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we're gonna bring in a lot of music tonight. We're gonna play a lot of your guys' stuff. Your stuff is great. I listen to your stuff. I drive to California a lot, and I do other things where I'm driving all the time, and I listen to your stuff all the time. It's great.
Thanks, man.
You guys do an awesome version of Eye to Eye, which is the theme song of our show, which is really cool.
Right.
Yeah, you guys are just great. So just a couple questions. You sing with or in your group is the voice of Gaston, right?
Oh, sure. Well, yeah. Let me give you, I guess, the rundown of who's performing in this one. Let me pull it up because it's a lot of people. I can't believe I pulled off the scheduling. But Garrett Clayton sings Eye to Eye on the album. He's Tanner in Teen Beach Movie, the series. Mm-hmm. We have Dee Dee Magno-Hall, who's one of the Mouseketeers from the, Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears days. Caitlin Robrock, who's the official voice of Minnie Mouse, is doing the show.
Oh, nice.
Jennifer Stone, who is Harper on Wizards of Waverly Place. Richard White, the voice of Gaston in the 80s Beauty and the Beast. Keith David, who's Dr. Facilier in Princess and the Frog, and he's Goliath in Gargoyles. And I haven't announced this yet, so exclusive.
So cool.
Oh, let's go.
Leah Lewis, the voice of Ember from Elemental, is doing
right on
the show.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's a bunch of people that have Disney credits and have sort of creative history with the company that can share a really unique and exciting take on songs. Maybe they didn't sing them originally. Maybe they did. I'm not going to say.
Right.
But it's going to be a really fun and really unique, different kind of night that not even the company has produced. I think nothing, kind of like this. So I'm excited.
Right on. Well, we're so glad to have you back. We had you on, I think, back when right when we first started this show, a couple months in, and met you and became a friend, and we have talked a lot and stuff like that. But I'm bummed. I'm going to be there the week before.
Just come back.
I can't. If I could, I would. And you're literally going to be in Thousand Oaks, which is like right where I used to live in Senior Valley, which is right next to there. So,
right.
So bummed out but we'll definitely help you, promote it on here. We'll put the stuff up on our stuff and share it for you as well. Because
thank you.
We consider you an awesome part of an awesome friend, and we have some cool topics to talk about tonight too. That we're gonna get some stuff going on here. Got a couple questions over here. Robin says hi. Jennifer says hi. Johnny says hi, Sean. Hi, Johnny. Keith Board mentioned the music. Johnny wants to know, hey, Sean, do you think you could get to see another Muppet series for Disney Plus in the near future? I think anything's possible. Probably not for a while because there's no one to write it right now. So it's going to be a bit before, but
or act it out.
Or act it out. Yeah.
I say more Muppets.
We have plenty of editors.
That show's awesome.
CJ
on strike too.
CJ says, hey Sean, we miss you, man. I miss you guys too. It was just 1 week. I just took a break. I'll just give you a heads up. I won't be here 1 week next month too. So plan ahead. Yeah, it's just, we got some cool things coming. We got Nicole is going down next week to do a hotel tour with Getaway Today, and she'll be with Kim in the park for opening day of Halloween. So she'll be there doing on the socials and sharing all the stuff, all the hotels and stuff. But got that. We got all of our shows are going right now. We have the Marvel Tribes going, Extra Magic Hours going this week, but everything. Marvel Tribe Battle this week on Friday night. Sam versus Lewis. They're gonna have a Avengers kind of. I did not see your third
Friday
comment,
night.
CJ. I'll look back up there and see if I can find it in a second
Death
for you.
match.
Yeah. Knights of the Rogue Republic should be firing back off because a little show started last night. I'm sure we're going to talk about that a bit tonight. Yeah, everything's going well. We just have a lot of fun stuff planned over the next couple months. We got some cool guests lined up still. Let's get into it. Sam, talk about Patreons real quick, and then we'll get into our stuff because we got some cool topics. Let me actually load up the one to make sure I have it here. Sam?
Absolutely. So if you would like to join us on Patreon to get some extra exclusive content, we do live watch parties, you get merch, you get live videos of all of our audio podcasts. Well, they're not live, they're video recordings of all of our audio podcasts. You get access to our Discord and a bunch of other really cool things entered into our monthly drawing. So if you want to find us on Patreon, go and look for Walt's APT, Walt's Apartment Pod, and you'll find us there. Come hang out with us.
Yes, what Sam said. Yeah, check us out. I will say the Discord, I wasn't a fan of it at first, but I'm going to shout out Jennifer because, we've all been extremely busy this week and just swamped. And Jennifer pops in this morning and says, hey, just checking in. Just popped in, checking on everyone,
Number one.
And I said, hey, thank you so much for, reaching out. We've all just been completely hammered busy. So that was nice of Jen to just reach out. And that's the kind of community we're trying to build in there where we just talk and when they do their watch parties and stuff like that. And what are y'all laughing at?
Lou's hiding.
Yeah.
His beautiful face. I was like, oh man, here we go.
What?
That one guy says Lou needs to move over some.
Here, okay? I have a fan now, so I'm stoked.
Okay, there you go. We love that one guy.
That one guy.
We love you.
We'll change the name to that one fan. That's all I hear.
So we'll talk about my topic last. So let's get into our different topics here. Let's start with Joey. Joey, you have any Star Wars news this week? Did anything happen?
Well, you might have heard of a little show called Ahsoka premiered early yesterday. That's been the news topic every week since we've been doing this because there hasn't been a whole lot of Star Wars news. So we're going to get more on that later on this week with Amber and Jade with the Knights of the Rogue Republic. So nice. What my news, Star Wars news is actually you can now meet Ahsoka at Disneyland at Galaxy's Edge, and she looks amazing. Whoever's playing her looks like Rosario Dawson in my opinion. So very cool. You can meet her, and the merchandise that they released for Ahsoka. You could get on Shop Disney and at the Disney
could it
Park.
be her? If there's a strike going on, could she be getting that extra money on the side?
In that Disney dough, but yeah, but every other news on Star Wars is a little light today. So I just but we'll get more on the show later on this week. We're going to record, and a special shout out to Ray Park. It's his birthday today. He played Darth Maul.
Nice.
All right. I'm reading here. I'm trying to find CJ's third comment because he's asked me about it. So let's read it real quick.
Kevin Feige.
Hey, Sean Williams, one question. How do you feel if Kevin Feige will have the opportunity to direct the animated movie Marvel Animated Studios Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse and MCU Spider-Man and Doctor Strange will meet Miles Morales in action in the whole movie? You said Spider-Man like 4 times on that. That was cool.
It's not going to happen.
What do you guys think?
So
not going to happen.
Ahead.
It can't happen.
It can't happen because there is no Marvel animated
it can't happen.
Spider-Man. But I tell you what, if it was to ever happen, that means one thing: Marvel owns the rights to Spider-Man again. It's back in our wheelhouse, and Sony can go away. But right now, it's under Sony. We have a special partnership inked out between Marvel Studios and Sony for the Spider-Man franchise. It is possible we could see Miles Morales in the MCU upcoming flick in some kind of way, but beyond that, you won't see Kevin Feige putting on a director's hat for a Sony project. So,
okay. Anyone else have thoughts on that?
No, he's never directed. Has he? He's just been a producer.
I think he's only been directed. Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
He's only produced.
Okay. He's only produced. He's a producer.
Ahsoka. We'll go back to a second. Pablo, have you watched Ahsoka yet?
I have not. There's only 1 episode out, right?
I think there was 2. There was 2.
Two. There's 2.
2 episode premiere.
Premiered is one night, 2 episodes.
Dang.
Yeah. I've been like in a fight. I've been like in a feisty, like poke the bear mood like the past week. So last night in our group chat, I said, sure seems like Star Wars fans are way more excited. Who left? Why you all shaking your hands? Who left? Lou couldn't take it. All I saw last night driving around was freaking like Star Wars this, Star Wars that. And I'm like, dang, are Star Wars fans more into, than Marvel? Then we had a good debate. That's how we do in our group chat.
There's just Star Wars content that's coming out right now. When there's Marvel content coming out, it's about Marvel.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seemed like it seemed like a different vibe to me last night from what I was seeing. Everyone making comments on. I don't care either way. Go ahead.
So sorry, I have a delay for some reason on my Wi-Fi, but for some reason
it's Indiana.
I live in the middle of a cornfield. It is what it is. So for some reason, like Star Wars fans used to have this stigma about them that they basically poo-pooed on everything that was new. And now it feels like Marvel fans have shifted into that role, and we're hearing all of this critique coming from Marvel fans about new content. And now you're seeing a little bit more positivity coming from the Star. And I wouldn't say it's because the content is any better than it was necessarily. I feel like it all holds its own in its own time, but people just want something to complain about. But right now,
that's fair.
But right now, we've got Star Wars content coming out, so you're going to see more about Star Wars content than you are about Marvel content. When there's Marvel content coming out, you're going to see more Marvel than Star Wars.
Yeah. I mean, it was nice to see all this new Ahsoka stuff going around TikTok and Facebook rather than Snow White stuff. So
yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I'll piggyback real quick on what Sam said because she is correct. A lot of the newer Star Wars stuff, a lot of people have been crapping on it. It's been divisive. So with Ahsoka, I've been telling people, if you haven't seen Star Wars Rebels, you got to dive into it because, in my opinion, it's the best Star Wars content that has come out during the Disney era. Okay. So many of those characters are in Ahsoka, and right now, everybody in the Star Wars community is just completely on board with the show. So that's why you're getting a lot of positive vibes so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
The bottom line is
that one guy.
I'll say, look,
sorry,
the bottom
David,
line is, look, no, it's fine. Marvel fans, we've been feasting on Marvel content for the past year. We're fat and we're happy. We're at the point where at the part of the dinner party where we complain about stuff. Now it's time for Star Wars fans to start feasting. It's there's so much stuff from Marvel that been coming out repeatedly between the piggybacking between the movies and Disney Plus content and stuff. It's just a lot. And then here we go, which is another big established longer running fandom, Star Wars, coming out with stuff. So it's their time to feast. Hats off to them. I did watch Ahsoka, and I'm here for that ride. It looks pretty cool.
I'm not gonna
So
lie.
that one guy.
No, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I say that one guy. This is the first time he and I have probably ever agreed in our lives.
About
the one before that. For those of you who don't know, this is my brother. This is my brother. Yeah. Look at that. Spider-Man is the worst, regardless of the universe. Agree.
Sam's a big fan of Spider-Man.
Loves him. Peter Parker.
So Jen says, and I only did this last night just to poke the bear, just because I was in a mood. And David's like, oh man, and then he's like, oh, and then Lou's like, I'm torn, I'm on the fence, and then David said the same thing in our chat group that he was saying there. You're feasting right now and it's great, but I don't have a dog in the fight, so I like it all, so I really can't pick one over the other. But Jen just wants it all. Give me Star Wars and Marvel. That's you know what it takes to get to that. It takes one little spark of imagination to get you to that, which it's crazy because Swinging with the Mouse, the amazing jazz band, did a little cover of One Little Spark. Check it out.
Nice segue.
Sam singing delayed. I freaking love jazz. Who loves jazz? Jazz is the shit. It's all right.
It depends.
Did you know Star Wars jazz is called jizz?
Yeah.
It really is.
There's no way. I need Josh to check that.
Yeah, I don't think that's true. I don't think
it's
so.
Absolutely true. It's absolutely true.
We could just play your music on here, all night.
Oh man,
your stuff is great, man. We're gonna
play
a lot of your music tonight, Pablo.
Thank you guys.
What do you play in the band?
No, I just do the theory. I just do the arrangements.
But you sing the Corello DeVille, which we're gonna listen to. Don't worry.
On the album, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna listen to Corello. Don't worry, because it's awesome.
So just to be clear, you're a jazz band, not a jizz band, right?
Oh my God, it is called jizz. It is called jizz.
It is, yeah.
Is it really?
It absolutely is.
Fun facts, Josh.
Fun fact. It is called jizz.
You're going to question the Star Wars guy.
That's one of your 5 fun facts, Josh. No, I'm just kidding.
Nope. I got.
So before we move on to Marvel stuff, Josh's fun facts actually are around Ahsoka, right? So let's go ahead and get your fun facts now, and let's go.
I can do that.
Yeah. Oh, were you not ready?
I had to look these up because
Josh is always ready.
Yes.
I don't know a lot about her. So Togrutas were a humanoid species in the galaxy who were a very proud and honorable culture. They were hunters, and their headdresses decorated in the teeth and bones of their predators that they bested in their rituals, which is what Ahsoka is. So that's her species in the Star Wars universe. Ahsoka was Anakin Skywalker. What?
She's got teeth on her head?
Well, their headdresses would be, but she's a Jedi. So I'm guessing that's why she doesn't. But other people in the tribes do, because I've seen pictures of them. Ahsoka was Anakin Skywalker's Padawan. In the Clone Wars movie, Ahsoka was introduced to Anakin Skywalker as the Jedi Council assigned her to be his Padawan. The relationship was rocky at first, as both master and apprentice were headstrong and stubborn at times. But as time went on, Ahsoka and Anakin grew together to become an incredible team. Anakin went on out of his way to train her in unorthodox methods. It was this specialty training that saved her life during the events of Order 66. She was friends with Padme Amidala. Anakin wasn't the only Skywalker family member who impacted Ahsoka's life. Padme was a close friend of Ahsoka, as the two of them often teamed up together during the Clone Wars. One of the most important lessons the Padawan learned was the Clone Wars episode Heroes on Both Sides. Padme took Ahsoka behind enemy lines to meet with a senator fighting for the Separatists. This senator, Mina Bontiri, was once of the Republic. She walked away from the Jedi Order. Towards the end of the Clone Wars, Ahsoka was framed for a heinous crime she didn't commit. As the Jedi Order revoked her status as a Padawan and cast her out, the only person who believed her was Anakin. She went on the run, was captured, and put on trial. Luckily, Anakin did not give up on Ahsoka and found the true culprit. Ahsoka was disillusioned by the Order and chose to walk away, not considering herself a Jedi anymore. Ashley Eckstein started voicing... What?
It was an emotional scene.
I love what you do. You I tell you 5 fun facts, and you find the 5 longest fun facts of life.
That was 4. I just 4.
5 fun books.
These aren't tidbits of information. Ashley Eckstein started voicing her in Star Wars Clone Wars in 2008, Star Wars Rebels in 2014, Star Wars Force of Destiny in 2017, and Tales of the Jedi in 2020. She also voiced Ahsoka in Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. Aside from that, she voiced her in 8 different video games. Okay, here's the last one. This one has to do with the series. She made her first live action appearance in The Mandalorian in season 2, episode 5 back in 2020 and was portrayed by Rosario Dawson. Recently, she appeared as a main character in the Haunted Mansion movie. She can now be seen in her own live action series, Ahsoka, which started airing yesterday.
Ahsoka.
That's my Rosario Dawson music.
So she's pretty tough. She's pretty tough, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the?
I haven't watched the Clone Wars yet, so I'm just now starting on the animated series, and I just watched Tales of the Jedi, and she seems pretty badass.
What's the girl's name in Mulan?
Mulan.
It's Mulan.
Mulan.
Yeah, you're welcung.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mulan.
Yeah. So she's, Mulan's tough, and she's tough like Ahsoka, and then so they sing that cool song in there. I'll make a man out of you, right?
Man out of you.
Right. Guess who else does? Guess who does a version of that?
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
I'm trying.
That one was a stretch. You lost it for me now.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Hun.
You sound good, Pablo.
When I asked for
Who is this, Pablo?
This is Courtney Reed, the original Jasmine in Aladdin on Broadway.
Oh, wow.
Before we're through, Mr. I'll make a man out of you.
Come on.
She's great.
Tranquil as a forest, but I'm fine.
We haven't gotten copyrighted yet, so that's good. Pablo was on with us. Pablo was on with us the night that we got copyright for playing Africa All Along. They just shut down the freaking show. We're like, what the hell?
So our guest is down to 0.
Somehow
What's that? This is good.
She's real good.
All right, I can do this all night.
This is like Disney postmodern jukebox, and I'm here.
In a way. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So good.
Since I've been on the show, every time we kick into the intro, I'm just nodding my head. I'm like, who does that? I love that music.
Do you compose it?
It's this guy.
Do you compose it? Are you?
So it's called arranging. And
arranging.
Yeah. The writer of that specific tune was David Zippel, but I choose what songs or what instruments to use, how the instruments are used, and I basically lay it all out on paper for them to just play, and they interpret in their way. It's a really fluid process, musically speaking.
Okay, what do you play? What instruments do you play?
I did trumpet in high school. I played trumpet in high school, and I had piano lessons my whole childhood.
Yeah, but
I did not keep up with any of that. So I'm sort of a theorist.
There you go. I wanted to play the drums because I was in marching band and all that stuff in high school and junior high. I want to play the drums in junior high, and they said no. they said, you have a great embouchure to play the trumpet. So I played the trumpet for 3 years. The minute I could quit, I quit playing the trumpet.
No.
I started playing the drums right after, and I was in drum.
Okay.
Yeah, basically the movie Drumline's about me. I'm just kidding.
When I saw Nick Cannon, I was like, dude, that's Sean right there.
Like, I've seen this story before.
Sean has a lot of kids too. Holy crap.
Sean don't want to play Flight of the Bumblebee.
Yeah, your arrangements are great. And when I say compose, I meant arrangements. So how does it work? I mean, it's just to dive into how you do this a little bit. So do you have to contact the original composer and ask for permission to rearrange it, or is it just kind of something you can do? And then how does that work? Does that make sense what I'm asking?
I do whatever I want.
That's fair.
No, it's two different ways of doing it. For the live shows, as long as the venue has an ASCAP BMI license agreement, I can perform any song under that agreement, up to 3 songs from any IP without having to get specific rights to perform those songs.
Okay.
And when I do the recorded stuff, like you heard there, I actually went to Disney Music Group and I said, I want to license these specific songs. How much? And then we talk about the cost and you cut a deal. So that's a business aspect of it that I learned on that album.
Well, you've been very gracious to let us use the Mickey Mouse marks for the beginning of our show, and we appreciate it. So,
I'm counting the amount of times that you.
Oh, I'm sure you are. I'm just gonna. we do 50 shows a week. I'm gonna get a bill in 50 years. I'm like, holy shit! It really costs this much. I'm not gonna lie. I asked Michael Silversher how much it would cost to write us a new theme of the show, and I almost fell out of my chair when I asked him. But I understand. But it's a business. Michael Silversher is?
I don't.
He's the composer of Tailspin and Gummy Bears. Oh, yeah, so I'm gonna play something for you really quick because do we still have it down here still? Do we kick it out? We should have it still because it's one of my favorites. So he was on. He was on with me and Lewis in last November. Let's check this out really quick. This is one of one of my favorite interviews we've done. So check this out really quick, and I'll listen to this every week. So check it out real quick. Good. For those of you who don't know who Michael is, for our audience, the best way to explain what he does is I'm going to play a couple songs here that you might actually know of that he's been a part of. So we'll just play part of them because we can't play too much because then you get in trouble and there's that kind of thing. But this is kind of one of everyone's favorites here. So let's play like 30 seconds of this.
Spin it. Let's begin it. Bear and grin it. Spin it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Friends for life, through thick and thin, with another tale to spin. Oh yeah.
Yes, that's one of them. You wrote the theme to Tailspin.
Thank you for that.
Not that I can play it anymore. So. Spin it. Oh yeah, Tailspin. Oh yeah, Tailspin. Friends for life through thick and thin, with another tail to spin.
My.
That's great.
That's awesome.
I have that whole album that you just played that from on my phone.
It's in my Spotify. It's in my Spotify playlist. Absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, it's just so cool. And yeah, composing, I understand like arranging and composing all that stuff in music. So it's cool to just talk to him. We talked to him for like an hour about just how he got started with Disney and stuff, but so cool. We love him. But I think it's time for our mandatory Getaway Today break so we can learn about our sponsor and learn a little bit more about them. And then we'll come back. We'll have some Marvel talk. We'll have some more cool jazz. And then we will dive into another topic that I can't wait to get some of your opinions on. And the people that are watching, I want to get your opinions on. So we'll be right back.
Well, hello, and welcome to Let's Get to Know Our Sponsor. Getaway Today has been helping Disney vacation dreams come true since 1990. Whether you choose to visit the happiest place on earth or travel to Orlando and beyond, they want to help you. Need to know the best hotel in the area? What theme park tickets should you buy? Have a last minute change? No worries. Their travel experts are always here to help. Want to book a cruise and don't know where to start? Hey, they can help with that too. They will help you find the perfect cruise for your vacation, whether it is your first time or you're a well-seasoned cruiser. When you book your cruise with one of the Getaway Today's experts, you will have a dedicated agent to help you every step of the way. They take care of the details so you can have the most fun. Getaway Today has layaway, peace of mind travel, allowing you to cancel or make changes up to 72 hours in advance. You will always have the most up-to-date vacation information, both pre-arrival and upon your welcome. Getaway Today will guarantee the best prices with no hidden fees. And every time you book through Getaway Today, they will donate a portion back to a charitable organization in your area. And so far, over $4.5 million has been donated. So click the link in our show notes to start your Disney vacation planning for more information and the best deals. Tell them Walt's Apartment sent you. And until next time, enjoy the view from Walt's Apartment.
All righty. Thank you so much, Getaway Today.
When she went, 1 million.
6 million. Oh, let's unmute Sam now.
$1 million.
Sam's, there you go. Unmute Sam. Why is she, there you go. There you are, Sam. Why you have that sad face? Jeez. She looks so sad. Because when we went to the thing, you didn't mute, yours didn't mute.
You
so
had a hot mic.
You had a hot mic. So yeah, we were just looking out for you. Now Lewis is muted. You muted, bro.
You muted, bro.
No, okay, all right, bro. Yes. So Bill is correct. So normally we take the Getaway Today break, and he says, and Sean can pee. Yeah, normally that's what we do. It's the truth. Tonight I didn't have to because I did right before.
I love that profile picture of Bill.
Yeah, he's looking sharp in that picture for sure. Let's bring that back up real quick. Look at him. It's like,
It's a cover album right there.
He's like, wait, I think he put on his Facebook my new album cover or something. Yeah. Looking good though. So CJ asked a question. Okay, Sean Williams. Now that's sweet jazz music. And don't forget about my comment on Avengers and Xenomorph and Predator. All right, I won't. Let's bring it up. Okay, question, guys. What would happen if the Avengers go from toe-to-toe with Alien, Xenomorph, and the Predator in combat animation film on Disney+? Pablo, what do you think?
I think the Avengers would win.
Okay.
I think power's in the numbers, and they'll go for it. They'll kick that alien. Xenomorph is
the alien creature.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
That big old thing with the braids?
No,
that's Predator.
That's Predator.
Whatever.
Alien was Sigourney Weaver.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Aliens get the long face with a little mouth that comes out.
I mean, the Avengers beat like thousands of aliens, right? So I feel like they could.
I think a single Avenger could beat Predator and an alien
at the same time.
If Danny
Clinton
Glover
could probably do it.
If Danny Glover can beat the Predator, there's not a single Avenger that's losing to the Predator. Period. Yeah.
All right. Anyone else have a comment on all that? I don't even know who they are. So there you go, CJ. We got you.
That's 20th Century Fox versus Marvel Studios.
Let's talk some Marvel. Oh, maybe not. She just left.
Bye, Sam.
Bye, Sam. You know what we could do? We could bring up another sweet jazz music. So have we done Eye to Eye yet?
We haven't.
Okay, so let's bring you guys talk amongst yourselves for a second.
Well, if we're gonna talk about Marvel this Friday, I'll bring up the banner real quick for it. I mean, we have that advertisement. Here we go. This Friday, live here on the Walt's Apartment Network, we will be doing the Marvel Fight Night, Blue Knight versus Sam Storm. So we'll be having that this Friday.
That'd be fun.
Why didn't you put her weight? You should put her weight down.
So
I was gonna say, here's some Star Wars and Marvel news. Loki, WandaVision, and the first 2 seasons of Mandalorian are finally coming out on Blu-ray. And
Nice.
Yes.
Special edition too. That metal box they got. That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Sam just bounced on us. She don't care.
Hey,
Huh?
Blu-ray still exists?
I know.
I thought that they weren't going to release them to disc, which is why everybody was freaking out over them deciding that, because then they couldn't buy the stuff, and if Disney Plus decided not to stream it anymore, then they couldn't watch the show unless they were pirates of the Caribbean.
I'm just happy.
Let's bring you guys in here. Let's do a little eye to eye from Swinging with the Mouse and just kind of see what we got going here. Let's go. Boom, like it.
I got myself a notion, one I think that you'll understand, to set the world in motion by reaching out for each other's hand.
That's so good.
Maybe we'll discover what we should have known all along.
Silky smooth.
Silky.
Yeah, Garrett's awesome.
And this is the gentleman from the Teen Beach movie, you said?
Yep.
And he'll be at your event?
Yep.
He's good.
Dude, my kids love Teen Beach.
Huh?
I have a 9-year-old who absolutely loves Teen Beach.
It was really Lewis.
Man, that's good stuff.
If a wall should come,
I need a cigar and some whiskey, absolutely.
Yeah, great. I got some whiskey right here.
Yeah, hell yeah.
to break through, I know that love will lead.
Yeah,
Hey, bestie.
honestly, we could just do that all night. Honestly, we could just
Fun
sit here and
fact.
just talk through it. Go ahead. Fun fact.
In that jizz number, after the second verse, it's never gonna stop. After the second verse, you could actually hear a bit of. You'll hear a bit of Stand Out, another Goofy movie tune.
Okay.
So I like to sneak little tricks in there if you listen to the album. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Little Easter eggs.
Robin
Yeah,
likes
little Easter
cigars.
eggs, yeah.
Robin likes cigars. Well, we're going to play all of Cruella de Vil when we get to that in a few minutes.
I just want to know, what song does Dee Dee sing? Because I'm a big fan of the new Mickey Mouse Club. I got to meet 6 of them last January at a local convention. So I was just kind of curious what song.
That's awesome. On the album, she did Mother Knows Best.
Oh, nice.
It's a great tune. I
Mother
mean, maybe we'll get a
Gothel.
little snippet. Yeah. Maybe we'll get a little snippet later. I don't know. But
Oh, now that
if
you mention
not-
it, we can do that. I'll do that. We'll do Mother Know Best, and then we'll end with Cruella de Vil here.
Okay.
But let's get into. Do we do our Marvel news? Because Sam got up and
No,
left.
we
Yeah,
didn't. I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you ready?
Well, we talked about the battle while you were gone because you just got up and left during the show.
No, it said that my devices were no longer connected for some reason, but it's fine. I'm here now, so the show will go on.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, she froze.
No, she's just
No, that was
She's
my.
good.
That was
That's
my.
a bill. That's an
stop
absolute
talking,
bill.
Sean.
That's an absolute bill. Just to stare at the.
That was my stop talking right now, Sean, and let me do my Marvel feature.
Oh, dang. Okay,
So
go.
we didn't get too much Marvel news this week, but we
Spicy.
did get confirmation from Mary Lavanos, who's the producer of the Marvels, that we are likely to see a Hawkeye-esque relationship for Clint Barton and Hawkeye between Kamala and Miss Marvel. Whereas your hero is not necessarily your hero once you actually get to meet them. So we're going to see that relationship dynamic play out between Kamala and Miss Marvel in the Marvels, where your hero isn't exactly what you expect them to be. So that has been confirmed by the producer.
So it's like
We saw
like
it happen in Hawkeye with Clint Barton.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I have a
Good.
question.
Gotta have some inner turmoil.
I have a question about that the Miss Marvels, right? The new one coming out.
Yes.
The director recently came out with some thoughts on Marvel. Bless you. Some thoughts on like Marvel altogether, were they negative? I don't know if I really paid attention to his comments, but it was basically
director?
about. Yeah, he said something about people have superhero fatigue.
Yeah, so that is actually been mentioned by a couple of the Marvel directors at this point, I believe, saying that there is that superhero fatigue. And we've even talked about that a little bit, saying not everybody can be the good guy all the time.
Yeah.
At this point, Marvel is watering down their villains.
Yeah.
Except the High Evolutionary.
And we're getting a lot more anti-heroes than they are actually.
Yeah,
We'll see how that plays out. Because honestly, but honestly, you can even argue that High Evolutionary did have some anti-hero qualities because he was raised to be that way. David's going to disagree there, but he's literally like hatched.
He's worse than Thanos.
He was bred. Okay, but he was bred to be that way. So we can argue this on a Marvel Tribe episode, but
and David's back now,
yeah,
so we can talk about the Marvel Tribe for sure. I was just
so is David going to be
the way they're supposed to be?
What?
Sorry, go ahead.
So is David going to be our referee on Friday?
No, he says no.
No.
No, I'll be back officially next week.
Okay.
He's like, I'm not picking between the two of you guys.
Okay. So, anyone have any other comments about Marvel?
I like that story about you don't always want to meet your heroes. So that could be very interesting in future movies too.
For sure. So
I got some Marvel news.
You can hit us with it.
Captain Rogers ends August 31st at Disneyland, California.
You really think it will? Why are you clapping?
Because they don't like musicals.
Oh, I think it.
Sorry,
they should have done it all day.
They should have. Yeah, I don't know why they would stop. It's
holidays. He'll be back after the holidays.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I hope they change their mind and decide to keep it.
I hope they put him back on ice.
Yep, freeze it.
All right, let's.
I think this was a test before they go to Broadway.
Oh no!
Oh jeez. Okay, let's dive into our Disney Pixar topic.
I was like, no.
I'm gonna preface this by saying that we do love Disney cast members, and this has nothing to do with most of them. Because shut up. That is not true. That is not okay. But I'm gonna play a TikTok, and if you're a Disney fan, you've seen this and know about this, and I'm gonna ask all of your opinions about this, and we're gonna talk about it a little bit. So let me play it really quick. It's about a minute long.
I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it yet?
I was at Disneyland.
Okay, check it out. Did you see all the comments that we were arguing back and forth?
He was there.
It got heated. Here we go.
Yeah, I do have
Okay, you can go to another cart, like I said.
Just do me a favor. Watch your attitude, all right?
You can go to another cart,
like
I said.
I'll smash all this
You
shit.
can.
Don't play with me.
Smash it.
Calm down.
Smash it. Please smash it.
Andy, calm down.
Your baby recording. Saying you. Okay, smash it.
Andy. Leave
okay.
it alone, Andy.
I don't want to do
this. It's a happy
so,
place.
Yeah.
I'll buy
you guys
it.
Can
What
go
is it?
to
What
a
is it?
different cart.
What is it? Bro, come on.
But I'm glad you got her name too.
Good. You guys can go to a different cart. Thank you.
Leave it alone.
I'm buying it from this car. Unless you to which piece
What does you want, Mama?
Real hood. How about that?
How
about that? New Orleans, real hood. I'll take the uniform out real
Iris, leave it alone. Andy, can you? Andy, please, come on. It's not for all that, please. Come on, it's not. Come on, it's not for all that. Oh my God, this is childish. What else?
Okay.
So I heard she got fired.
She did.
No context, but yeah.
From that.
She did get fired.
They didn't want to wait their turn, and they started touching the stuff and threatening to break it all. And so she's just like, fine, break it. Like, there's a point when people get to the ends of their ropes when people are pushing the buttons on purpose and being jerk faces. Like, yeah, I can understand why Disney did it because they have to, be save face, but that was stupid. I would totally side with the cast member on that one.
Okay, so you
like they say goes around Facebook. There's gonna be one time a year that somebody who works in sales gets to like punch a customer for being stupid.
It's like the purge.
So let me we're going to go around. I'm going to ask all of you this question because I want to get your opinion. She put out a response and said that you guys didn't see everything, and I understand that she was pushed. Her buttons were pushed, and she reacted the way she did, and I understand.
She made a mistake. Yeah,
she made a mistake, but she broke the one rule of Disney: you don't break character. So she was terminated for breaking character.
Can I go first?
That's
she's
why
not an animatronic. I'm sorry, I'll wait.
Can I go first?
Yeah, hang on a second. I'm gonna what you can, but
I'm sorry. I want to go first.
let me finish my story.
Some things to say. It's the ADHD. I'm sorry.
I honestly, I do support the cast members, and I'm in a business where I get yelled at constantly, have stuff thrown at me, so I understand that. And people yell at me and call me a liar and a cheat all the time because I work in the car industry. You're stealing from me. You're just trying to rip me off. Bob, I hear it all the time. And do I get heated? Yes. But it's not in my contract that if I get heated, I'm going to get fired for it. So that's the point I was making in this whole thing. She if you listen to the video, she dropped the F-bomb twice. And I think any Disney cast member to do that in a Disney park, you're gone. That's just my opinion. We're going to get to you, David, I promise. But we'll let Sam go first. Ladies go first. I want to get your opinion on this. So should she have been fired is my question.
Yes, because you have a duty to professionalism regardless of what your job is. Sorry, but I have parents come at me and say the most heinous things, threaten my life. If I were to say, let me rip my uniform off right now and come at you like I'm from the south side of Chicago, I'm fired in a heartbeat. Mm-hmm. Because that is my job. My job is to remain professional. I have things thrown at me. I have parents say awful things to me. I have kids throw things at me, throw furniture at me. And I have been capable of remaining professional. Why are you incapable of remaining professional when people push your buttons? That's your job. If you want your job, you walk away from the situation. Take your cart, walk away, call security.
Yep. Well,
as soon as you interact, you lose all of your ability to say that you were being targeted or that things were you had the opportunity to not interact. Stonewall them.
I'm not going to lie. I think the guy that was with her should at least get written up or something because he did nothing until it was too late.
Don't get me wrong. The people that she was interacting with, they were absolute jerks, and they deserve lifetime bans from Disney. Absolutely. I would give them lifetime bans in a heartbeat. Yep. But she also deserved to be terminated.
Yes.
She deserved to be terminated.
Yep. Bill says, yes, she was pushed, but you
ability.
can't say this is fucked up and expect to keep your job, especially at Disney. Anywhere else, you might be able to get away with it. I mean, I've cussed at a customer. I'm not going to lie. I have. I've told customers get out of my fucking face, and they're pointing in my face. You just do that. If I did,
I would lose my job.
Yeah, but you're at Disney, and the one thing is you don't break character. You take the brakes off your cart and push it away. So, sorry, friends. Excuse me. Gotta go.
Have a magical day.
Have a magical day. Yep. Okay. So Sam thinks she should have been fired. Josh, do you think she should have been terminated?
I think they should have said she's being disciplined, and then they just put her in some other hey, here's a warning. At least give her one warning, written warning, because I know they're part of a union. Put her in some other part of the park, and then also ban those people who posted the video.
Mm-hmm.
They were causing a confrontation with a cast member. That's and they were threatening violence. They should have been dealt with legally. I mean, we have people getting kicked out for dumping their, dead family members' ashes on the floor in the Haunted Mansion. They're getting kicked out for that. But this person's verbally going after an actual cast member.
Mm-hmm. Which was completely wrong. They should have been escorted out immediately at the same time. Easy. I agree.
But I think
and given a lifetime ban.
Yep.
She's being disciplined. Have a talk with her. Hey, don't do this again. This is your only warning. Leave the situation next time if this happens again, and then put her somewhere else in the park with a different cart or whatever.
So,
Bill
Josh,
says he
I have a
disagrees.
question for you.
If you can't keep your
I have a
job,
question
you can't
for
keep
you.
your job, and I agree with Bill.
So let's say let's say that a parent comes at me sideways and I tell them to go F off. Should I just get a warning, or should I be terminated for telling a parent to go F off?
What was the parent doing to you?
Because
you have the right to defend yourself.
You do.
With
let's say they are upset with me because I had this happen today. I did not release their child to them first out of all of the families.
Oh,
they
no.
were upset with me today.
Okay.
Entitled.
Asked her to wash costumes for a couple of months.
I mean, essentially, that's what happened is they didn't get served first.
Yes.
So they came at her sideways.
Mm-hmm.
And Bill understands it, but Bill also is coming from an education standpoint. Like, we're providing a service, right?
Right.
You're not allowed to step out of that professionalism zone. And if you do, you are immediately terminated.
Joey, you're
it is a job. If you cannot perform it's not though. It shouldn't be. Shouldn't be. It is your job.
It's different because, think about it. Like, the type of job when you're selling things is different than the job after you go to school to become a teacher and you have a degree and you're in a higher paid position than somebody who's
I guarantee you that cast member makes almost as much as I do.
Minimum wage.
So here's the thing. Indiana treats their teachers like shit anyway. So you're not as protected as other states and other teachers and stuff. Because I can give you thousands. I have teachers in my family where there's other alternative disciplines like suspension are written up or other things like that. And here's the thing. I'm just jumping in because I'm not waiting my turn. Sorry, Sean.
I had you set to be last.
Yeah, that's fine. There's no dispute over Disney's legal right to terminate.
I'll be all right.
Okay, I'm just making my point. I'm not disputing. I'm not saying Disney doesn't have a legal right to terminate the cast member and stuff. All I'm saying is I have an issue with their zero tolerance policy as being fair. And it's not, and it's quite hypocritical if Disney ever professes that it is, because there is so many more options and stuff to deal with this situation. They're trained, the cast members are trained. There's no doubt that they go through extensive training to keep up the fairy tale of the park going experience and everything else. A lot of professionals are trained. A lot of professionals also gets pushed to a breaking point. We all have a rope. I don't care who you are. Whether you're one of the first responders, you're an EMT, firefighter, a police officer, you have a rope, and people know how to push the buttons and stuff. So I have to believe that zero tolerance policy that exists through Disney that they hide behind and stuff. This person doesn't have a history of bad behavior because she would have been let go. They don't play. Right. So she's been trained. She's been given good service and everything else. And then today was the day. These people came to actually bring the fuckery around for this person and stuff. And yeah, she cussed. And I'm sorry, but Disney has every right to terminate her. That's their thing. But my whole point is there is other opportunities, other things they could do with these employees and stuff. They could have just suspended her, or what Josh said, written her up, given her warning, do all those other things and stuff. But it's one thing to verbally defend yourself and stuff, and another thing to put your hands on people, and they're apples and oranges and stuff. But there is things where you can, like, that's a cause for immediate termination. We've all been there. We've all had our
threatening to rip your uniform off and fight isn't one of those things.
Threatening. She got threatened herself. She was verbal. She was assaulted.
Okay, but she's in it. Yeah.
She was assaulted. That's what that was. Okay. And the classic definition of assault is verbally threatening somebody or to do harm to somebody. Okay. She has every right under the law to actually respond the way she is. The Disney policy and everything else is different. Again, I'm not arguing whether Disney has a right to terminate her. They absolutely do. It's written. You sign the clause when you come work and you become a cast member and everything else. Guests are horrible for the most part. You see it all the freaking time on videos and everything else and stuff. I have an issue that Disney doesn't have the same compassion that they actually do for their own guests. because they do that. They do have, there's some guests we've seen that should be permanently banned for some of the shenanigans that they do and stuff like that. These guests in particular who decided to shoot a video out of context, upload it on viral social media and stuff, didn't get the reaction they were looking for, so they quickly muted all the comments and took it down shortly after because everyone's saying, yeah, I'm on the cast member side. You guys started that. And she did. She was in the middle of a transaction. She was collecting money from the other person and everything else. She couldn't just say, hey, I'm sorry, I'm not going to help you anymore because these people are yelling at me. I'm going to push my cart. She was trying. She was at her wit's end. She finished the transaction, and immediately as she finished that transaction, she marched off. That's what happened. And she said some stuff under her breath. Sean said twice. I only heard it once. She said the F word and stuff. But regardless of how many times she did and stuff, she was verbally at the end of her rope. That's it. So I know you wanted
Robin
me to
made a
go
comment and said maybe that's just not a role she should be in. She shouldn't be dealing with other people if she can be pushed that way.
That's fair.
I think
okay.
Sorry,
Go
no,
ahead,
I mean to go off of what you're saying, I think the failure is in the training.
Absolutely.
It's a company thing. I think she should. I mean, she did make a poor choice, I would say. I'm no one to pass judgment, but I think that's fair to say. Maybe the training should be if you start getting assaulted, you drop what you're doing, say go to the next cart to the person that's not assaulting you, and walk off stage. Because
she said that was her training. She said that was her training.
Well, the failures in the training is what the failures in the training, because did she do that in the video? I didn't see that.
No,
she admitted on another recollection.
She even said herself she
takes
responsibility for what she did.
She did. She's not denying.
And she said her training was to offer them another cart and walk away. She was trained
because
to offer them another cart and walk away.
What she did was not that. And I again, when you're heated, I know when I get heated, I see red and I don't, care about anything else. I don't care about training. I just do what my heart tells me.
Right.
And policy at Disney goes against the heart a lot of the times. So, maybe it just wasn't drilled into the cast members enough. That
and let's be, she was a college program.
She was
person as well. So,
no union.
So no union, nothing there. So Pablo, yes or no, should she have been fired? That's kind of what I'm trying to find out.
You know what? I think they were in their right to fire her, and I think she did the wrong thing.
Okay.
And unfortunately, that's why she should have gotten fired.
Right.
Had she not been as out of the company line, I guess, for lack of a better term, maybe put her in the backstage rather than on stage for a while. But I think she did cross a line that is,
and that's the only point I was trying to get across, because I think cast members deal with so much shit, but she did cross that line a couple of times, I think, and she created an experience in front of all those people. And we talked about experience in our thing a lot, because I said the experience, and it wasn't a positive experience. And so we haven't talked to Joey or Lewis yet, right? So Joey, should she have been fired?
Yeah. I'm just going to be real quick on this. Everybody was in the wrong in this situation.
Absolutely. 100%.
So what we don't see is what egged her on, what got her attitude.
Exactly.
The cameras, the TikTok didn't start until she was already over the limit.
Right.
And over the hump. And
so, shame on the people that posted the TikTok.
Oh yeah.
It was terrible. And I agree with that.
Everybody commented, they blocked it and they silenced it for a reason, because they weren't getting on their side. Right. They were being dicks. It was shown. So unfortunately, I mean, I hate to sound like the old guy, get off my lawn kind of person, but a lot of the young kids don't know how to interact with people. They don't know how to have people yell at them, and so they can't take it. Fast. So for her reaction to not keep her cool, she should have been fired.
Right.
It's just policy. Jennifer, I agree with what she says, that the guy that was with a cart with a flashlight should have stood up for her, but he was just
I completely agree.
There too.
Yeah. Yep. He was an idiot as well. He should have stepped in front of her and stopped her.
He's just as much at fault.
I completely agree.
Absolutely.
Completely
equal partners in that.
She deserved to get fired, unfortunately, for her reactions. And like Sam said, and that family, should have got a lifetime ban because
100%.
there's evidence of them being assholes.
And I hope he
in front
walked
of
over and they extra. We don't see that because it obviously didn't happen.
Yeah.
But that needed to happen as well. That they need to walk over and say, you all need to go for doing this. I mean, you don't do that shit. These people, they don't make the most amount of money. They work their asses off to be happy all the time. It's not good to try to pretend to be happy all the time. Trust me, you can't do it. That's why I wasn't here last week. You can't just fake being happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you can't do it, you walk away from the situation. It's you just can't do it. And I know we've gone back and forth.
Yeah, and I don't like that cop out, like, oh well, you know, she's not in character. Like, what's a character? She's a cart seller. I mean, there's not much character there. She just doesn't have people skills to deal with.
You're a Disney cast member, and you're trained to handle all situations.
That's their character.
Yeah. Lewis, my brother, what do you think?
So I got a few things to say, but
who changed who took off the Undisputed logo? Because I saw you put it up there for a minute.
I did. I put it up a little bit. When I told the cast member, I'll slip it back. So I got a couple of things. One, I think the cast member that was next to her shouldn't be at fault because even though they're in the same park, if you ever talk to a cast member, yeah, they may be standing right next to each other in the parade route, but they're on two different branches of parks. Like they don't even know each other's names because their schedule, all of that, where they're at, is two different umbrellas of the company. So probably two different manuals of what to do in certain situations. So I don't think he should be at fault, but I do think somebody, if there was enough time for it to escalate that much and get a camera out and start recording, it obviously drew attention. Why wasn't any type of a staff member in the park? They usually have their zone leaders, which is somebody that's looking at all different points of their zone. Why wasn't that person paying attention? Like, hey, I got a cart over there that's now having an altercation. Where were they at? Because there's usually, it's like a set of 5. You'll have 4 rovers and then your point. Your point is the one with the ear.
Or security.
Or security. So there's that issue. I don't think he should be blamed, but I do think so. Whoever's supposed to be watching them, normally the cart vendors are outsourced. They're Disney employees, but that's why your AP discounts don't work there because they're contracted employees. So
well, she was a college intern, so she said that in her video.
Correct, but the cart people though aren't actual like under the Disney cast member umbrella. They're under contracted. They're at will. So you can be fired then. No, the cart pushers. No, they're contracted. That's why you.
They're at will. They're at will. They're not union. Yeah.
They could be fired today and hired back on tomorrow. No questions asked. So for me, I would not be surprised if she's back in the parks again. But an issue that I have is if we went to court and there's video evidence that says, "Hey, this is why I got this way." Well, there it is. I do agree with what Jen said, though. This is not the end of this. We're gonna start getting young TikTokers when they don't get their way at any Disneyland park. Pull out their camera, poke the bear. You're gone. I got what I wanted. Boom. So there's that issue. But honestly, I think this is bullshit because honestly, Disney's not being consistent with this up the ladder. I mentioned our group chat. Rachel Zegler's out there just murdering Snow White. We're not doing this, we're not doing that, but she's still hired. I mean, you got, and by all means, I don't really, it's their opinions and I support their opinions. And I'm going to bring up this next comment that I shared in our chat, but I'm going to go full disclosure. I'm for a happy moment, whatever it is. But there has been a storm load of bad experiences with the Bippity Boppity Boutique with the cast member that is whatever identifying trait they are, but they're not your traditional fairy godmother worker. Trying to be very vague just so I don't offend anybody, that being quote unquote a bad experience, but yet that situation is not touched. This situation for a ground level employee fired, no questions asked because it's a zero tolerance policy. But yet, if it's the guest experience, what about Rachel Zegler and the Bippity Boppity Book?
Okay, so I don't know. I still don't know about this Rachel Zegler thing. I need to look into that. But the Bippity Boppity Boutique character you're talking about is a character. Mm-hmm. They're playing a character. Mm-hmm. They're not breaking that. They're not breaking that character like this. Like this cast member did.
Experience. It's ruining the guest experience.
Who's it? So for just a few people.
I mean, that was only 2 people that really had altercation.
Okay.
I think there's a standard that should be kept, like on cast member side of
You
things.
make a good point, Lewis. That's.
I mean, that's the thing is they're not consistent with it, and right now, given all the, and this is obviously going way down off topic, but given all the heat right now, I mean, I feel like Disney's got to really bend some rules to show, like, hey, we are looking at all things at all different situations, and this one right here does not help anything in their radar.
Okay, wrap it up. Should she have been fired?
No.
Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that say yes and 2 that say no. Correct?
No.
Saying no.
Are you saying no? Oh, so Josh, you say no as well?
Josh?
No, I don't think she should have been fired. I think
I think there's alternative discipline.
Josh thinks she should have been put into a different role.
Okay, that's fair. All right. That's kind of,
Definitely disciplined. Definitely disciplined.
There's video evidence
For
sharing
sure.
that she got pushed.
Oh, absolutely. I don't deny that one bit.
I mean,
it's
she does not have the skills to be working in the public right now with other people.
So then,
And like
so then
Pablo
what's the
said, that's
vote?
a training issue. Not a hurry.
So what's
How
the
do we
so
know-
then?
how do we
Okay,
know
let's
that?
clear this up. What's the vote then? Like, should she be fired or should she have been alternately disciplined?
I think she should have been
something else
fired.
I say fired.
She broke Disney. She broke Disney character, which is one of their policies, and that's what she got terminated for. She should have been fired for that.
I mean, I want to run that back.
To be
what Sam
completely
said, though.
honest, I don't want anybody working backstage either who can't handle interpersonal conflict.
But hold on. I
All
mean,
right, Sam.
it's not that they can't handle it. I mean, they were pushing their hands with. There's video of it.
They're not animatronics. They're human beings. So to say
and
that
If I can do it, no. Here's the thing: if I
you
can
can
hold
do it-
myself to that standard and I'm held to that standard, everyone else should be held to that same damn standard.
But you're also held to that standard on a job that you really care about. You also just told Sean to share out the student worker. She's doing this. She's obviously in school. She's working for minimum
If
wage.
you don't care, here's my philosophy: if you don't care about something, you shouldn't be doing it.
I mean, I don't really want to work. But I accept
what fantasy world is that? I mean,
yeah, I don't want to work, but I
That's
accept
a
the
fantasy
bills.
world where you put your energy into your passions and make your passions your reality.
We don't live in a country that allows that, though. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
I do
I
walk
don't
away
get
from
paid-
every single fight, so
I'm gonna say I get paid shit for doing my job, and I still show up and do it because I love it. Do I make enough to support myself as a living? Not really. I don't make enough. So she can go find another job.
Agree or
Go find another
disagree,
job
Sam?
she loves. for
Your
just as much
your
money.
rope is a lot longer than this young child's. Okay, so if a parent and I know Sean, you said they're different, but there is an escalation to where people ropes are. If a female parent or whoever put their hands on you and stuff like that, you're gonna get physical and probably defend yourself and stuff. You may not take it to the extreme where you go first, or you're just gonna let them beat the.
I've seen employees getting fired
I
for
have a button up.
self-defense.
The only people I will fight with
Okay.
are you guys right now.
So I know for me,
Because
I
this
can be
is my
pushed pretty hard.
safe place.
I can be pushed pretty far too, but I have a point. I have a limit.
There is one thing that I know is a quick fuse for me that I try to
Telling
avoid,
you we
but not
love
all
you.
the time. No, that's not it. But so for me, there's one thing that is a short fuse for me, and honestly, if you find that fuse, like Pablo said, you start seeing red. I mean, we ultimately are missing half the story. What did these people say in the video that really got her to that point? That's the piece we need.
It seemed like she would have had a short fuse anyway. Like if it took verbal, if you go off like that just because people are using words against you, then you're easily triggered with defending yourself.
Mhm.
See, like I've had people go off on me verbally. I worked at BevMo, and I would just walk away. Like, oh, okay, those are just they're words. Words can't hurt you. But if somebody lays hands on you and they actually start physically assaulting you, yeah, you have a right to defend yourself. And I don't think people should get fired for that. But recently, people have been getting fired for defending themselves against physical attacks at jobs. Physical attacks, not
Right.
verbal attacks.
So I'm gonna throw something out there. So before I had my job now, a couple of jobs back, I was an assistant manager at Lowe's. I'll even say where it was. I was an assistant manager at Lowe's in Medford, Oregon. I got terminated for saying this is bullshit on the sales floor. and someone else heard it. I was an assistant manager, and someone said something to me, and I said, "This is a bunch of bullshit." And it ran up the ladder, and it was the start of my end at that point, because you don't. It's not that I broke any kind of care. So maybe that's why this hits me a little bit more, because I understand, because all I said with this is bullshit. And it was just about a policy that got changed, and something got changed around. 3 days later, I'm getting questioned by regional managers and inter-district managers and HR. Why'd you say this? Because I was angry.
Is there evidence that I said it this way?
Oh, no, people heard me. People heard me. I'm not, and I don't deny it. So I did say it because I thought it was bullshit. And I still, to this day, still think it's bullshit. I'd probably be a regional manager for that place by now, but I'm not, because I said this is bullshit.
And that's why I don't swear.
I broke their policy. That's their policy. You don't cuss as a manager on the sales floor. I got terminated for it. Literally a week after I did it. It happens. I guess that's why I have a different blinders for this whole thing. You know, she did the same thing I kind of did and got fired for it. So maybe that's why I understand why it happened. But we could go all night with this, and I don't want anyone getting angry about this. It's just all of our honest opinions. And
I'm blocking all of you guys on Instagram. And
shit, here we go. That's it.
I don't think anyone's getting angry and stuff. I mean, the truth, bottom line, end of the day, it's Disney's right to do it. Absolutely. It was Lowe's right in the policy to do what they did. I just disagree with that policy and stuff. I think there's other alternatives. That's it. That's the whole
right. Believe me, I completely agree with you. Go ahead.
Always join the union.
The one thing that nobody has mentioned is
Josh. Yes.
The one thing nobody's mentioned is the optics and how Disney has to answer.
Exactly.
And the way that they're answering is the only way they can answer, which is an action that 100%. The audience will receive as action.
Yep.
Because if they don't do anything, then Disney didn't do anything.
Like they're doing right now with everything else.
I mean, sure.
Okay.
But yeah, it would. I think it would be more negative news, like bad press for Disney, if they didn't have an action.
These people, when they posted that TikTok, knew that girl was going to get fired. Let's be real. They knew when they posted they was going to get back to them. She was going to be terminated.
The audience, the people on social media, they were on her side. And
they were.
Like most of you guys. I mean,
but the thing is, she was going to get fired before that video got posted.
But here's the thing: we don't know that because the video that she posted with her response, she said they told her, "Okay, Corinne, come in tomorrow. We'll talk about this."
Then that video went out,
and I think that video.
You know what? They said the same thing to that teacher that just showed up to work drunk. They told her, "Come in tomorrow, and we'll talk about it." If they're telling you to come in,
there's not a single.
My point is, if you're coming in, if they're telling you to come back tomorrow, it's to talk about your.
Had to do it. Sorry.
there's not a single spot on Main Street that you can stand that you're not on one of Disney's cameras.
Yeah. Yes.
It's unfortunate. I'm sad she lost her job. She shouldn't have lost. Okay, I can't say she shouldn't because I agree that she should have because
can I
was like, oh wait, Sean just changed his opinion.
No, I stopped myself. It's a shitty situation and very sad. Go ahead,
agreed. It's a shitty situation.
We have more jazz to listen to. We only have a few more minutes. Let's go.
This is going to come into TikTok trend. I'm just saying.
Okay, my other point goes along with what Bill said. How is this young child going to learn if she's not held responsible for her actions?
100%.
She can be held responsible.
You can be held responsible in other ways.
No, here's the thing. She has people who are like super sympathizing with her and like going to bat about it. And it's like, she made a bad choice. She's got consequences for her actions. She lost her job. Yeah. These people telling her, no, you did nothing wrong. No, you did something wrong.
But I don't think anyone's saying
like Sam, if she got marched in front of a firing squad, you would be like, well, you got to have the consequences, right? I mean,
no, she lost her job. She can go find another job.
You know what? I'm going to put a pin in this right now, but let's wrap it up and let's talk about one thing. You know who would have known best about this?
Walt.
Mother would have known best about this.
Walt. Walt would have known best.
Walter knows best.
Listen.
This is too calm to come off that moment.
Everyone fucking breathe.
You know why we stay up in this tower. That's right, to keep you safe and sound, dear.
I had to shut it down, sorry. We'd be on here for hours.
That soon you'd want to leave the nest.
She's a good singer.
Soon, but not yet. Trust me.
You know what you're doing, this, Sean? Is you're putting us in the elevator, and we're waiting for the doors to open. But I do like this song.
Everyone feeling good?
Oh yeah,
this is my
I don't know. I feel more angry.
I'm ready
Why
to walk out.
Why is it not surprised that Lewis says that? It makes
I swear, ruffians, thugs, poison ivy, quicksand.
All right, fight time. Back in. Ding ding.
What are we gonna do Friday, Lewis?
do it all. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
I feel calm now.
Whew. Pablo, you glad you came back?
I love it.
I'm so sorry, Pablo.
Sorry,
you
Pablo.
Do the Mortal Kombat music.
Why? No, this is great.
Yeah, that conversation was great. Thank you all so much. But again, Pablo, where will Swinging with the Mouse be performing on the 29th and 30th of September?
So September 29th, Downey Theater in Downey, California. And and September 30th in Thousand Oaks at the
Thousand
Share
Oaks
Forum. Yep.
Yes. So yeah, man, I'm so pissed that it's the week later. That so sucks. But yeah. So I want to do one more thing. I want to play Cruella de Vil because homeboy here just slays it. He just
hold on real
it.
quick.
Yes, please.
Okay, go ahead.
You know how you can make it to his concert, right?
Don't.
Just rip off your uniform at work and say the fuck word.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
You know what?
And
Honestly,
this podcast
here,
just
here.
became explicit.
Hang on a second. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I could do that here and keep my job. I'm not gonna lie. It's just
It's like Ted. You say something, you keep getting raises.
I was just gonna make the reference to Ted. That's a guts. We need guts.
I got a question for Pablo real quick.
Yeah.
Any plans for another album coming out anytime soon?
I will say that it's like 80% recorded.
Oh,
sweet.
So,
is it Disney again?
Disney again, and it's a completely new group of people.
Hell yeah!
Hey, if you need any slam poetry, I got you.
Come on down.
Why should I worry?
When it's done,
Why should I care?
We'll come back on the show and promote the hell out of it.
Absolutely.
Oh, thanks. Absolutely.
I'm literally done with all of you.
I think you're kind of we got Sam in the middle here tonight too.
Spicy Sam.
Bill had a question. Speaking of mothers, Sam, how's your mom?
Wink.
She's great.
Wink.
She's great.
That's a big wink too.
That's a big wink. That was a big ass.
Speaking
wink.
of, I got a friend request from Sean's mom today. I forgot.
Did you
the other
really?
day. I got a.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Look at him, he's blushing.
Wait, I didn't get a friend request from Sean's mom.
Are you kidding, Joe? Or did you really?
I've been got a friend request.
My phone is.
Come on, Marianne. What is
Yeah,
this?
I know. What is this all
I think
about?
she moved on from Skylar.
Oh, the new Disney daddy. Let's get.
Does your child struggle?
That's me.
Classrooms or social pressures?
Oh.
It's me.
Sam.
Okay, so can you guys hear this? We're gonna play this. We're gonna talk about his stuff one more time and wrap this show up. But here's the man himself, Pablo Cruella de Vil. Let's go.
Cruella de Vil, Cruella de Vil. If she doesn't scare you, no evil thing will. To see her is to take a sudden chill. Cruella, Cruella de Vil. The curl of her lip, the ice in her stare. All innocent children, you better beware. She's like a spider waiting for the kill. Look out for Cruella de Vil. At first you think Cruella is the devil, After time has worn away the shock,
That's you, Pablo?
you come to realize
Damn.
you've seen a kind of eyes watching you from underneath a rock. Vampire back.
Again, I love that episode. I love doing that.
She had to be locked up and never released.
You didn't watch our
The
karaoke
world was
episode, did you?
such a wholesome place until
No, but we did a finish the lyric. Is that what you're
Yeah.
talking about?
No, we did a karaoke a couple weeks ago. Ooh.
It
you're
wasn't
absolutely
very
right.
good.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, get it. Damn, Pablo, let's go.
Cruella, Cruella de Vil. At first you think Cruella is the devil. After time has worn away the shock, you come to realize you've seen her kind of eyes watching you from underneath a rock. Whoa, this vampire back, this inhuman beast, she better be locked up and never released. The world was such a wholesome place until Cruella, Cruella de Vil. I'm talking about Cruella, not that Princess Cinderella.
Josh said
or
Pablo
that
gets a
little
golden
Mickey
buzzer.
I said I'm talking about Cruella de
Facebook user says, okay, that's amazing.
Good job,
There's a couple
man.
people who Facebook user could be.
So good.
Thank
So
you,
good,
Hi,
man.
Facebook user. If you want to tell us who you are, hi.
But
I
yeah.
think I would say that's better than the Dr. John version that came out in the 90s.
Hey, that's awesome, man.
That was
Thank
really
you.
good,
I
man.
love Dr. John. So that's
Yeah,
a
me
high-
too. That was awesome.
You know, thank you, man.
I've made a commitment to keep the show no longer than an hour and a half this year, and we're like right at that moment. So one more time, Pablo, swinging with the. It's Mrs. Van Hook says that. That was Brenda Angel says that.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
Brenda, what?
That's what it says. Brenda Angel. Isn't that her name?
no, it says Mrs. Van Hook.
Oh, okay.
Facebook
Yeah, it's
user.
Mrs. Van Hook.
Yeah. Is that your mom or is that Brenda?
That's my wife.
Okay. Why did I get to say Brenda
That's
Angel?
his-
I saw what.
I don't know why you said
Why?
Brenda Angel.
Homie,
Oh, so-
come on.
Someone's getting fired. You broke character.
I didn't know. There's a reason why. I don't know why.
Brenda Van Hook. It's
Brenda
all
Van
good.
Hook. That's Mrs. Van Hook. But Pablo, one more time. Tell us about the stuff coming up.
September 29th and 30th in SoCal. Go to broadwestentertainment.com for tickets and season subscriptions. Other people through my season, Evan Rachel Wood's going to be there. Samantha Polly from 6 on Broadway is going to be there. So different, shows through the season. It's going to be a fun time.
I
So
can't.
basically, I need to book a flight.
Oh, please do. It would be great. We'll go to Disney.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Again,
I'll see you there.
Pablo, we love you so much. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Check out Swinging with the Music. We'll put the link for everything in our stuff. We will promote the crap out of the show. When the new album comes out, let us know.
Yes.
But yeah, definitely. We love you, man. Thank you so much. And all the listeners, followers, viewers, everyone that contributed, the amazing co-hosts that I have. Thank you all so much. And we hope you enjoy the view from Walt's apartment. Good night, everyone.
Make sure you read your company's policy.
I wasn't going to do this. God damn it.
Just don't talk over Walt. That's it. Get it out now.
I love you, Sean.
I love you.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your land. Here age relives fond memories of the past. And here youth may savor the challenge and promise of the future. Disneyland is dedicated to the ideals, the dreams, and the hard facts that have created America, with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.